Hello everyone. So next concept is expansion of a function in terms of eigenvalues. Next heading is expansion of a function. Expansion of a function in terms of eigenvalue. Function in terms of eigenvalue. It is a small concept. In terms of eigenvalue, you should write expansion of a function in terms of eigenvalue. It is there in the syllabus copy. So first I am going to take, let g1, g2, g3 so on gi are the, let g1 comma g2, g3 so on gi, these are the eigenfunctions or eigenfunctions. So f is a well behaved function. F of x I am going to take, f is a well behaved function. F is a well behaved function and obeys the limits and obeys the boundary, that means limits, and obeys the boundary, that means these are the limits, right? So simple, you should take g1, g2, g3 so on gi, these are the eigenfunctions. So this f is a well behaved function and it obeys the boundary conditions. So it is obeys the boundary conditions. So for this I am going to take f is equal to summation ai into gi, you will take ai into gi. So this gi means what? g1 plus g2, summation means g1 plus g2 plus g3 so on gi, that is linear combinations I am going to take. This is equation number 1. So simple, you should take f is a well behaved function, that is equal to summation ai means what? Eigenvalue you should take, because our heading is eigenvalue. So let g1, g2, g3 so on gi are the eigenfunctions. F is a well behaved function and obeys the boundary condition. So this f is equal to summation of ai into gi. This is equation number 1. So multiply the above equation, multiply the equation with gj star, then what you will get? Both sides you will multiply with gj stars. F into gj star is equal to what? Summation ai into gi into gj star. Both sides I multiplied. So then integrate this equation. So integrate this equation. What you will get? Now we should do the integration of this equation. You should do integration on both sides. F into gj star into integration means you should take d tau. Whenever integration, should take d tau. Same integration summation ai into gi into gj star into d tau you should take. Then if I is equal to j means the condition is normalization condition. If I is equal to j, that means normalization condition. Then we can write, so gi into gj star into d tau, that value is equal to what? 1. So what is the integration? gi into gj star into d tau, that value is equal to 1. For normalization condition it is 1. So f into gj star into d tau, so that is equal to what you will get finally? This value is 1. You will only left out with summation ai. This is equation number 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So what is the equation 1? Equation 1 is f is equal to summation ai into gi star, right? Now you should substitute in place of summation ai, you should substitute with this value. What you will get? F is equal to, in place of summation ai you should substitute with integration of f into gj star into, so you should write here what is there? Again it is gi is there, gi into d tau. This is the required expression. So that is nothing but expansion of a function in terms of the eigenvalues. We should take eigenvalues. So expansion of a function in terms of eigenvalues. So all this is about the expansion of a eigenfunction, expansion of a function in terms of the eigenvalue, So next heading is, next concept we are going to discuss eigenfunctions of a commuting operators. Next heading is in syllabus copy, it is there. Eigenfunctions of a commuting operator. Eigenfunctions of commuting operators. Commuting operators. So that means this is nothing but phenomena of commutator. Phenomena of commutator, you should write phenomena of commutator. So in syllabus copy, it is a heading is there. Eigenfunctions of commuting operator, you should write. So if I will take a cap and b cap are the two operators. A cap and b cap are the two operators. Psi I is the eigenfunction. Psi I is the eigenfunction. So then you can write a cap comma b cap are two operators. Two operators. Psi I is a eigenfunction. Psi I is a eigenfunction. You should write psi I is a eigenfunction. Then so you should write first a cap psi I is equal ai into psi I. So a cap psi I is equal to ai into psi I. So it is okay. Then next a cap b cap are commute with each other, right? What is our heading? Eigenfunctions of commuting operators. A cap b cap are commutes. What happens if a cap b cap are commutes? What happens? So you should write a cap b cap into psi I is equal to what? Reverse. Commute means what? A cap b cap is equal to b cap a cap. B cap a cap into psi I. Right. Now what is the a cap psi I value? B cap into what is the a cap psi I value is what? Ai into psi I. Now you should write ai outside. You will get b cap into psi I. This condition is satisfies when b cap psi I value is equal to b cap psi I value is equal to bi psi I. So already we know that. So what are that? Both are commute with each other. A cap b cap are commute with each other. So since you can say this b cap is also commute with the a cap operator when this condition is satisfies, we will prove by taking a cap b cap and b cap a cap values of this only. First we will take this value and we will take this value, then we will prove whether they are commute or not. So first I am going to take a cap psi I is equal to ai psi I. You should write a cap psi I is equal to ai psi I. Next b cap psi I is equal to bi into psi I. Then you should take psi I is equal to summation ci into psi I. You should take this is what function you should take function. So what is we are going to prove? So what is mean by commutation? A cap b cap is equal to b cap a cap. A cap b cap is equal to b cap a cap. So that means a cap b cap minus b cap a cap is equal to 0. We should prove. So first I am going to take a cap b cap minus b cap a cap into psi. What is psi? Psi means summation ci into psi I is equal. So first multiply summation. The ci I am going to write as it is summation ci into what? A cap b cap. A cap b cap into psi I. Just inserting this a cap b cap inside, then minus what you are left with summation ci into b cap a cap, ci into b cap a cap into again psi I. If you observe clearly, should write b cap psi I value is what? Then a cap psi I is what? Already I written in the top. What is that? Summation ci into a cap into what is b cap psi I is what? Bi psi I minus summation ci into b cap into what is the a cap psi I is what? Ai psi I. Right. So in this bi is a constant, you should write outside. You will get ci into a cap psi I minus here ai is the constant, you should write outside. You will get summation ci into b cap into psi I. If you observe clearly, again what is the a cap psi I value and what is the b cap psi I value? You should write as it is. So bi into summation Ci into what is the A cap psi I? Ai psi I. Ai psi I minus Ai into summation Ci into what is the B cap psi I? Bi psi I. Bi psi I. Right. If I will take summation Ci both sides common, so you will get with Biai. Biai. You are left with what? Ai into Biai. Right, minus here Ai bi. This psi I is here. I am going to write psi I. Ci psi I am going to write outside. Here both are gets cancelled. You are left with 0. That means you can say A cap B cap minus B cap A cap is equal to 0. That means therefore they are commute with each other. 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 What is our rating? So expand eigenfunctions of commuting operators. So these are the A cap B cap are the commuting operators. This is the expression for eigenfunctions of commuting operators. Very simple concept. You should substitute the values, then you will get the answer. So hello everyone. Actually this is the additional information of the theorem, so which we are going to discuss about. So theorem, it is not there in the syllabus, but we are going to discuss the theorem. Theorem, what is the theorem? B cap is an operator. B cap is an operator. B cap is an operator which commutes with the A cap, which commutes with operator A cap, which commutes with operator A cap, operator A cap. So here you can say A1 and A cap and B cap are A cap and B cap are Hermitian operators. Hermitian operators, you can say psi 1 and psi 2 are psi 1 comma psi 2 are eigenfunctions. Psi 1 and psi 2 are eigenfunctions. Corresponding eigenvalues are, so that means corresponding A1 and A2 respectively, eigenvalues respectively. So then what is the integration of? Question is, what is the integration of psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2? Psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2. What is the integration? We should prove that in that given also A1 is not equal to A2. This is the required question. So for this question we should prove what we should prove integration of. So what is this? Psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. We should find out the value. We should prove the value of this. What is the value we will get? We should prove that. So first, before going to this, we will write some equation. A cap into psi 1 is equal A1 psi 1. A cap into psi 2 is equal A2 psi 2. These are the two required equations I am going to write. So then consider the equation I am going to take. So consider the equation I am going to take. What I am going to take? Consider one equation I am taking. So which is integration of same equation you should take, but A cap extra you should take. Consider I am going to take psi 1 star into B cap into extra. I am going to take A cap into psi 2. A cap into psi 2 into d tau. So this is the equation. Just you should take A cap here, that we are going to consider. So now tell me, what is the A cap into psi 2 value? Integration psi 1 star into B cap into what is the A cap psi 2? A2 psi 2, right? A2 psi 2 into d tau. So that means A2 is the constant, you should write outside. Integration of A2 left with psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. This is equation number 1 I am going to take. Same equation you should take. Same equation. Again, integration psi 1 star into B cap into A cap into psi 2 into d tau. So same equation I am going to take. Since A cap, B cap are commute with each other, if they are commute with each other, what happens if they are commute with each other? B cap, A cap is nothing but what? Integration of psi 1 star into if they are commute, what happens? B cap A cap means A cap B cap psi 2 star psi 2 into d tau. Now this expression they given Hermitian, right? A cap B cap are Hermitian. Hermitian means reverse you should write. Reverse first psi 2, then B cap, then A cap, reverse. I am going to write reverse. Then psi 1 star into d tau. So what is the value A cap psi 1? Already we discussed. A cap psi 1 value is what I gave you, A1 psi 1, right? A cap psi 1 star is there. You should keep star here. So what you are left with? Psi 2 into B cap into what is this? A1 into psi 1 star into d tau. A1 is a constant, you should write outside. So psi 2 into B cap into psi 1 star into d tau. This is equation number 2 you should take. So if you observe clearly, equation number 1 is equal to equation number 2. This value is equal to this value. Both are same. Both left hand sides equal. You should equate the right hand sides. What you will get? So equate. You should write equate both 1 and 2. Equate 1 and 2 equations. What you will get? I will equate. Just see. So equate, right? What we are going to equate this A2 into integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. That is equal to what? This value. A1 into what is the value? Integration psi 2 into B cap into psi 1 star into d tau. If this value comes this side, what happens? A2 into integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. If value this comes this side, minus A1 into integration psi 2 into B cap into psi 1 star into d tau. D tau is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. That means if you observe clearly, this value is equal to this value because it is A cap and B cap are both generally they are Hermitian. So if you both psi 1 star B cap psi 2 into B cap psi 1 star. Psi 1 star is there, psi 1 star. B cap, psi 2, both are same. I am going to take common. A2 minus A1 is the common you should take outside. So you are left with integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. That value is equal to 0. Now if you observe clearly, either A2 minus A1 is equal to 0 or this value integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau, that is equal to 0. So already I gave you a condition. What is that? I gave you a condition is A2 minus A1 is not equal to 0. That means A1 is, if you will take A2 minus A1 is equal to 0, that means A2 is equal to A1. So but I gave you a condition A2 is not equal to A1. So then the condition is integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. What I initially gave you to find out, what we are going to find out? Integration psi 1 star into B cap into psi 2 into d tau. This is about, so this is the additional theorem which is not there in the syllabus, but we discussed, just you should learn what is there. So if you like the video, kindly subscribe my channel and share to your friends. Thank you very much.